Good evening, VPG. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, it's been a hot minute. It has been a hot minute, but welcome. Twitch chat, I promise you we are live. Apologies for yesterday. We did not have the Twitch chat up. We had the YouTube chat. I think we inevitably sent people there. We've got both the chats up now, as you can probably hear in the background there. But welcome. I'm one half of Pro Club's Weekly 8 Ball on behalf of VPG, who are on behalf of Goals. And those of you who joined us for the action yesterday, you know what this is all about. It is the knockout stages. It is the last 16 for you tonight. €1,000 prize money. Nothing to be sniffed at here. And last night, we'll talk about that throughout the course of today. But for now, we have just a small matter of this first game. Besiktas versus Famalicão. Two of the best VPG sides in Europe going head to head for our viewing pleasure. Guys and girls, sit back, relax. Let these guys show you how to play the game effectively. Yeah, we're just gonna sit and watch and maybe do a little bit of commentary over the top. So strap yourselves in. We are probably here till about 10 o'clock tonight. Although the final is best of 3, so it might be a little bit longer than that. So stay tight, sit tight, get yourself a drink, get yourself a snack, and enjoy the action. This is, of course, Goals 5v5 tournament, and it's Besiktas in the white from left to right, taking on Famalicão. Now, Fama, 6 from 6 last night, 49 goals scored, but arguably more impressive, just 3 conceded in 6 games. So when we start to go through how many goals these guys conceded, which we'll share with you a little bit later on, as Phoenix gets the shot off, drags it wide just about. You'll see just how impressive that is, because the goals, as aptly named, were flying last night. Aptly named this game. I guess maybe not so much for Famalicão, because they did only conceding 3 goals. One of the games finished 21, by the way. So that's the type of goals we were scoring yesterday. And look at that. Nuga from 20 yards. Finesse shot. Feathers it into the back of the net. It is AI goalkeepers. Do not forget that. Will we see human goalkeepers? Who knows? To be fair, I don't think a human goalkeeper was keeping that one out. Cuts inside. Bends it round. Look at that. Expertly done. 96 shooting. That's what you get, boys and girls, with the 96 shooting. 1-0 to Fama. Going the way of yesterday. It is one and done tonight, by the way. So this knockout stage, until you get to the final, where it is best of 3, it is wham bam, thank you ma'am. If you lose, you are out. These games go on for about 8 minutes, depending on the amount of goals scored and the amount of replays we watch. We did really enjoy that yesterday, the replays. Phoenix gets to the byline, cuts it across, and already the gameplay so much better than yesterday, because these teams have played another 6 games on top of some of the training sessions. I mean, some of the football, I know he strayed there slightly. Some of the football, though, has been sensational. Good evening, Richie. Thank you very much for joining me. I am only one half of the commentary team tonight, so if you want to come in and chill, I would very much appreciate that. And we are live. We are live. Evening data. We are live. I promise you. Nuga tries to slide rule past it. Falcons is there, but there is Gonzalo. Wins it back for Fama. Brecha looking for striker's feet. Sentinel does very well. Down the line it goes. Zinni wins it back though. Besiktas, uphill task now. Besiktas did finish second. 5 wins out of their 6 games yesterday. 30 goals scored. 11 conceded. So Nuga cuts in on this left foot. Is he going to pop? Yes, he is. Good save from the goalkeeper. Parries it out for a corner. Just need a tweak on the passing. Interesting. Brecha's there. Free header. You cannot give that man any space in the box. For a centre-half, he's using a full-back build tonight, but he is a centre-half in VPG. He scores on stream all the time, boys and girls. Nobody's surprised, but you cannot give him that room. one thing we did say about this game is it's absolutely brutal. The learning curve on this game it's steep. It is steep. And Besiktas are finding that out the hard way. Finished second in their group yesterday. Only losing 1, but tell you what, Fam are unbeaten in 6. They are looking like, I'm going to say early tournament favourites. I appreciate we're halfway through now, but 6 from 6, looking to make it 7 from 7. Although anything can happen in this game, and anything might just happen in this game. We're only 30 minutes in, 4 goals. And it is Kapis with the goal. A lifeline for Besiktas, even at this early stage in the game. Well worked. Tight areas. They did do another hotfix last night. Or this morning, I guess. Predominantly working on goalkeepers. I guess they could slide in a few more sliders, I guess. Because the passing there, it was nice. And I kind of get what you're saying about some of the passing. Sometimes it can in built up areas it's very difficult, but I tell you what, Besiktas there didn't look like it might be a skill issue, Richie, for me anyway. I can't play those passes. We stayed up the last 2 nights in a row playing this game, so we've put some hours into this, my co and I, and we've been loving it, by the way. It is available to download. It is an alpha stage, don't forget. To be honest, it doesn't play like an alpha game. Truth be told, keeper's coming out, heads it, but does give it away. Falcons got an open goal. City off the line. Great defending, great awareness. Yeah, Richie, that's it. I mean, you let me know, how do these guys compare to how you've been playing? Because these are very, very good players of another game that shall remain nameless. So they are used to just, you know, that controlling one player, working together, finding space, etc., etc. These put me to shame, to be honest. Occasionally I'll match them in a quick start lobby. Tend not to last the game, funnily enough. Phoenix over the top to Zinni on the left peg. There's 2 men in the box. He does go early. Sentinel, the centre forward, back there defending. And it's going to be interesting to see if any more tactics and formations come into this. Because last night, I feel like the teams that did jump on early doors, not just because they've got better players, but also they knew the game a little bit more. They knew what was expected of them. But you're not going to get through to this stage of the tournament without that understanding. So it should feel a little bit different tonight, for sure. Evening, Matthias. Kapis through to Falcons. It's 2v1. If they can beat the clock, which they break into the box. Zinni forced to go towards the ball, and we have got officially a game on, boys and girls. Besiktas 2, Famalicão 3. Fama 3-0 up all of 15 virtual minutes ago. Pinned back now. Pinned back. Besiktas have made sure that this is not going to be smooth sailing. And I've got a lot of time for that. I've got a lot of time. Something I don't have a lot of time for, clearly, is half time. Sorry, boys. And I will take a drink whilst you do that. Apologies. How long should we give them, chat, normally? 45 seconds? Too long. Brecha in behind. Good stop. I mean, to be fair, the Besiktas goalkeepers are having a good game. He is AI, of course, but he's still having a good game. Nuga into the box. Headers there, and once again, Fama restore a 2-goal lead. 4-2 to the Portuguese. And it is that man once again from a corner. And I think I started touching upon it before we started having a goal frenzy. The error of margin on this game is brutal. And that's how it should be. They are not getting babied. I think we might have had a lag out, actually, which is incredibly unfortunate. It's not slowing them down whatsoever. Here we go. Back into the game. Besiktas 3-4. Pards with the finish. And Besiktas have been clinical. And Richie, I mean, to be fair, mate, I can't do that on the game. These guys are good. That's not very nice. That's not very nice, Chosen. I think it's a cracking game. And don't forget as well, it's only an alpha. It's only going to be better. Squares it. Back post. How can you not enjoy this? Phoenix this time, 5-3. Fama they're flirting with that 1 or 2 goal lead at the moment. They're not willing to give it up. Back post, it was almost like a header come chest, but he was there in the nick of time, finishes it off, and it is 5-3. Yeah, let me know what you're not enjoying about the game, and I'll be honest with you. I'll let you know if I feel the same way. I put about 10 hours into this game at the moment. Capis at the back post, good save from the keeper. Yeah, exactly, Data. Brecher behind, and it's good because you learn. You don't get babied. It's not holding your hand. And when you get beat, like things like balls over the top, if you're not marking, if you're not goal side, you get punished, and that's how it should be. That's how it, because next time you're going to think, actually, do you know what? I'm going to really need to mark this man. I'm going to really need to, pay attention. You don't get kind of sucked into the ball. You don't get dragged towards it. Back, that's sensational stuff from Sentinel. Stabbed it goalwards. Keeper is in no man's land. Pards with the finish. Not for the first time tonight. Probably not going to be the last time tonight. It is 5-4. And once again, we get the replays, which goals. I absolutely love it. From a commentator's point of view, I absolutely love being able to watch it back. We're forever missing who assisted or who got caught out or sometimes even who finished it. Not on this game. Capis is in behind again here, and we're just talking about the level of error here. Fama have just got to be careful. They've still got that 1 goal advantage. And Besiktas has seemed to have got their player back in, I think. They did for a little while have no name above their head, so whether or not that just slightly glitched, I'm not sure, but they seem to be back at full quota now, much to Fama's disgust. Here is Sentinel, who looks like he's mastered this game quite well. It's funny because the games I was playing last night on Quick Start were nothing like this. It is Gonzalo, goes on that far side, puts his side back up by 2 goals. 6-4 to the Portugueses. Good ball, to be honest. Right in the nick of time. Often you get 2v1s, 3v2s in this, and it's good. It plays. It doesn't sucker anyone in. It plays how it would do in real life. And I think that's the thing that goals are going for at the moment, is that authenticity with an arcade style, which to be honest, I don't actually mind it that much. I don't play a football game because the players look exactly like my next door neighbor down the road. I quite like well, to be honest, the actual artwork is fantastic. And all the loading screens, the graphics, the cards. Zinni beats his man, goes low, good stop from the keeper. Because once again, it's not just a 5v5 game, it is 1v1, aka 11v11. And it does kind of have that card game feel. I don't play that on the other game that shall remain nameless. Capis, though, goes to square it. I don't play that game mode. I've played this game mode with the cards more than I've played the other one in the last 3 or 4 years. Because if you didn't know, you can use the cards as players in this game mode. Which is really helpful. Really, really helpful. We've got 13 virtual minutes left. Yes, please do come back next week. DYZ are in the chat. Yeah, of course. And do you know what? The beautiful thing was from last night, having played on Thursday night and then Friday night, there was about double the amount of players online after the tournament. And that's what we need. That's what we need to kind of put this game on the map, to get as many people playing it and testing it. And feeding back as well. I mean, there's good feedback and there's not so great feedback. I'm not cussing anyone out in the chat, of course, but the developers want the feedback. Senti, 6 virtual minutes to go. 2 goals is what is needed for Besiktas, or they will be going home early. And what a tough draw. I mean, there's going to be no easy games at this stage anymore. DRF, pop it in translate, and we can have a conversation, I think. Otherwise, I'm struggling. Capis, to Mirror. Back to Capis. Pocket pinch, and that is going to be confirmation of Fama's game, because I think you can only score one in this time frame. As soon as this wall of it's like a danger zone, I guess. As soon as the danger zone pops up, it does turn into one and done, which is Besiktas tonight. It is one and done. And cherry on top, confirmation of Famalicão 7, Besiktas 4. To be fair, we were saying that Fama have only conceded 3 goals in 6 games. Well, they just conceded 4 in that first game. So, is that a sign of things to come? Who knows? But they've done the business. They are going to face the winners of GSK and Wassones. GSK we saw last night looking like a very, very tidy side. So if they can get through, they did finish as league leaders last night, 6 wins from 6. We get the full shebang here. I think all that's missing possibly from, I mean, it's dev side, so I think when you play quick, it shows you some of the other player stats, but player stats on this would be great for now. 50-50 possession. To be honest, I feel that. I feel that for sure. But yeah, confirmation, Famalicão 7, Besiktas 4, some GGs in the Discord as well. Always good to hear. And we've got Mr. VPG himself in the chat as well. Tough game, for sure. I feel like getting through that group stage was tricky enough, but then you have to face either Fama or Besiktas is quite an uphill ask for most teams. But a great way to start us off for the night. We're going to start up our second lobby and see if we can get the guys and girls in there as soon as humanly possible. I do have slight PTSD from last night because the second game we actually missed because they just went straight in. So, Delosa, if you are around, let us know who's playing. And they can jump in. And let us know who's playing as well. We'd love to know. I've got all the stats down here, so I'm hoping we can give you a little bit of a background. But like I said, boys and girls, if you can, or if you have the time, go and get involved. Go and play this game. It's, you know, Domino and I, my co, we've been playing it religiously for the last 2 nights. And it's been a real breath of fresh air. It's been a real breath of fresh air. Just making sure we don't get caught. Right, I don't want to miss that. I do not want to miss that. But yeah, so it's Steam, but I think you need to sign up first. I think that might apply for all of them. Steam, Xbox, PlayStation. Jump in and feedback. Look, it's in alpha stage at the moment. It's only going to get better. If the arcadey style, you know, is not for you, I implore you to give it a go, because it's not kind of my go-to, and then I'll sit there and put 300 hours a year into something like Rocket League. So I implore you to give it a go. I implore you. In the meantime, though, we're waiting for some of the results to come in. It is the last 16 we are waiting for, and I guess whilst we are waiting for that, we can have a little look to see what the bracket's looking like tonight. So confirmation of, where are they? Famalicão over on that right hand side, beating Besiktas. They'll take on the winners of La Masia, who I've been reliably informed will be are a goals team. Yeah, GG's Besiktas. GG's Besiktas. But yeah, going back, request access on Steam. Join Xbox Insider program and you can install it from there, or play on PlayStation 5 using a code. Rather than rely on myself, go and visit the website playgoals.com. We should probably be pumping that everywhere, but there is also a companion app as well. To get an Xbox thing, go into Xbox Store. Yeah, it's the Insider program, I think it is. But yeah, definitely get involved. It's definitely one for football lovers, but also for just like game lovers. We've got Domino and I have got a friend who is not a big football fan. he would play this 100%. Right, we're waiting for somebody to offer themselves up as bait for these quarterfinal games. It's one and done. Round 16, quarterfinals and semi-finals. It's just the one game. And then finals are best of 3. So do stick around for that. And like we said, cash prizes tonight. It's nothing to be sniffed at. For two nights' work. In a brand new game. Game testing. Stress testing. I mean, to be fair, it's quite stressful last night. Yep, Steam, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. Looks like we're getting sacrifices in the form of Mad Army and Triangle Kings. So, Mad Army dispatching New Diamonds, who are a VPG side. Triangle Kings, though, I'm not sure that's correct. Not on my... I mean, I've been given this list. I've had to ask if they're sure. So Triangle Kings doing the business against Lost Pins. I mean, Lost Pins won. I think they won the least amount of games to get through last night, so they were up against it. Triangle Kings 5-1. Yeah, Gamester, to be fair, I mean, last night was fantastic, but it was group stages. We did have a lot of teams who had never played it before. Of course, that comes with the territory. But tonight it is we've separated the wheat from the chaff for you guys already, for your viewing pleasure. We are down to the final 8 from 32. Lots of games played last night. Everybody played 6 games, so lots of testing, which was really good from where we're sat as well, because not only did we get to watch the better players play, but we also got to play as well last 2 nights. And it's been fantastic, and I wouldn't sit here and kind of implore that you go and get involved if I didn't believe it myself. And it's it's not just for kind of pro clubs players, although this is predominantly pro clubs based. It is 1v1 as well, so 11v11, your usual stuff, and it is all kind of that card based. There's ranked, there's quick start, there's lots of stuff. And what I would recommend before jumping into any kind of ranked or 5v5s is to do the skill based games. They're brilliant, by the way. And you get stuff for doing them as well, which that's the carrot. That's the carrot you need. That's the carrot you need dangled. But yeah, just waiting for confirmation. I mean, they've put Mad Army versus Triangle Kings. I'm not sure. Our bracket might be incorrect. Yeah, the app is called Goals Companion app. There you go. Yeah, 100% Gamester. And you know what? I think at this stage as well, whatever football game it is, whatever sports game it is, whatever, I think the key thing here is they're being very, very vulnerable with everyone and saying, look, this is alpha. Go and play it. Let us know what you think. We're putting on a full tournament. We're getting casters to cast it. We're getting game testers to stream it. We want that honest feedback. Nobody's saying we have to sit here and say it's the best game since sliced bread. Yet, predominantly that's what's happening, and that's really positive from a sports lover and from obviously a football game lover like myself. And you know, we had 32 teams of 5 players. Do we think the background's wrong? Do we? Yeah, I think the background might be incorrect as well. It is confirmation. It is Triangle Kings versus Mad Army. We got the bracket wrong. It happens. It happens. I mean, yeah, we're gonna swap it over to the website. But for now, we're concentrating on getting these 2 teams into the lobby so they don't run off and play a game, which happened yesterday. Please don't play, guys. I mean, we're almost bang on time, and we were very, very, very optimistic yesterday in that we gave 15 minutes between games. Yeah, that doesn't work like that, boys and girls. It does not work like that. We're giving ourselves half an hour between games now, and it seems to be probably be the right amount of time. So yeah, we're trying to get those guys through. I feel like anyone who didn't play on a streamed game yesterday might have, I guess, a bit of trouble. But the one team who didn't get streamed yesterday are now in, so that's good. Right. Quarterfinals then. Triangle Kings are the home side, although I do prefer the away side kit. We'll go and get the lowdown on Triangle Kings after this as well, because we don't know too much about them. Everybody's in, so without further ado, boys and girls, let's do this. It is quarterfinal time. The first game was an absolute banger. Let's see what we've got in store for this one. I mean, we're 1 game away from winning some money, both of these 2 sides. It is Triangle Kings in the white, taking on Mad Army, who are 1 game away in the VPG from winning the top prize, the top league in Europe. They are officially first in the top league, so statistically the best team in the land. So Triangle Kings, I said I'd get some info. Finished top of Group B, 5 wins and just the 1 loss. They didn't beat New Diamonds. They beat Lost Pins. I don't want to say it was a kind of draw. It was a kind of draw simply because, again, statistically speaking, they did only have 3 wins out of 6. That was the lowest amount needed to get through to this knockout stage tonight. But unfortunately for those guys and Besiktas, it was 1 and done. And anyone else who went home at this stage as well. But both of these sides are just 1 game away from picking up some prize money. Toff into the back post. Polga takes it down, slots it in. A cool finish. That man just oozes composure. Didn't win the first one, won the second one, side foots it past the goalkeeper. 1-0 to Mad Army. Is there a 3rd place game? That's a very good question. I don't think there is, simply because I feel like we wouldn't be able to stream it, because we're on spectator mode, by the way, which is great news. Been crying out for some spectator mode as a commentator, as a caster for the last 3 years. So thank you again, Goals. But we wouldn't be able to, you know, it's not like we can half screen it because we only have 1 lobby. Deo. A bit of space to operate in. Festic comes across. Has to go back. Has her. Good feet from him. Lalo. They've got 3 men back, though. Mad Army look. They look well drilled. I imagine those guys stayed on after the tournament last night. Despite now being... Are they 7-7? Mad Army? They're not. 5 out of 6 last night. Just the 1 defeat. They're now 6-7. Looking to make it 7 from 8 as Warren breaks into the box looking for the 1-2 with Polga. Deo does well, but Mad Army press back. Polga, bit of space, man on the left, chooses not to use him, tipped onto the post. Swept up well by Deo. Good work, good defensive work. And a cracking save as well from the goalkeeper. Once again, these are AI goalkeepers. The whole goalkeepers union in VPG are waiting with bated breath, shall we say, to see what the decision is to bring human goalkeepers in. But for now, they were hotfixed last night. We've not seen anyone mad dash out. And, you know, we touched upon it yesterday, how responsive the devs are and the team are over at Goals. It's very nice and it's very refreshing to have a team that listens to the feedback, because that was the one real bugbear, I think, for a lot of people last night, was those goalkeepers, and it looks like it's been pretty much fixed overnight. So, thank you very much. Polga, he's got all 5 players around him, all 5 outfield players around him. Festic tries to knock it down. 33 minutes gone, 1-0 to the top team in Europe. Feels strange to say that. Deo has a Telelo just strayed. 5th. Yeah, it's... Sorry, I wondered why... Yeah, I think that was probably maybe the second bugbear, was sometimes on the restarts. You do get put in some quite strange positions. That did throw me a little bit. 10 minutes to go to half-time. Polga slides it through. Looking for Warren. He's got a man over if he wants to use him. It is Polga. Another left-footed finish. Similar to the first. Cool, calm, collected inside the box are these Mad Army boys. But truth be told, if they'd missed from there, it would have been a sitter. They make no mistake. It is 2-0 to the Frenchman, Mad Army. And looking to add to that as well with Polga. Fakes coming inside. Now does come inside. Deo does well. I think worryingly for Triangle Kings at the moment, I think this might be Mad Army's goalkeeper's first touch of the game. Mad Army, just looking at their stats. 11 conceded last night. 54 goals scored, which I think is quite worrying for the opposition here. They've got goals in them. Deo. Here comes the danger zone. Can Triangle Kings give themselves a lifeline? Can they drag themselves back into this game? Polga tries to go long. Good press. All 5 of them are up now. Toffin looking for the ball over the top. They've got 5 seconds left. If Hazard can get it out of that area, he tries his best. And Mad Army, a clean sheet for half-time. What do you reckon, chat? Straight in. No rest for the wicked, boys and girls. And there's money on the line. You know, we're here for a good time, not a long time. Let's go. Mad Army to kick us off again, this time from left to right, in the really, really, really nice blue, black, and red kits. I love those kits. Hopefully they will be available. Oh, Polga drops the shoulder. Beats his man. I think in the 10 hours I put into this game, I don't think I've gone past a player once. I'm much more of a passer. Or a pacifist, I guess. But Polga drops the shoulder there. Once again, symbolizing the gap, the skill level gap between myself and these guys. Which is why I'm up here and these guys are down here. But what Triangle Kings really need to do is be in the Mad Army box, in the Mad Army defensive third. Because at the moment, they are having an early night. 1 step away from being in the money as well. You do get prize money for reaching the semi-finals, and Lalo 1 pass away from potentially reaching Hazard at the back post. Yeah, and do you know what, GameStar? I do see a lot of comparisons with PES as well. And I do agree. Sometimes I find it quite difficult to commentate on it, just because I am sat here kind of thinking about what I would do in these types of situations, how I was playing in the last couple of nights, and it's fascinating to watch. It's hooked me. It's hooked me. Dale does just run out. That one wasn't as gripping, to be honest. Warren fakes the cross, gives it to Polga. Festic is in the box, drops the shoulder, cuts back, gives it to the man on a hat-trick. Polga. Fake shots, waiting for a bit of pressure. Deo says, yep, okay, if pressure is what you want, pressure is what you will get. And off triangle, Kings go. Allowed a bit too much, a bit too flocky, and they keep the ball. Mad Army, defensively, offensively, they've been solid. And they're looking... I think a third kills it here, truth be told. Triangle Kings haven't looked like the attacking force that got them here in the first place. As Warren breaks into the box. Goal is beckoning, cuts inside. Deo off the line. That was going in 100%. So great positioning from him. But I tell you what, they've won it immediately back. Warren's got space, finds the back of the net. That might be too much of an uphill battle for Triangle Kings. They fought off the Mad Army side for as long as possible, but there's only so long you can do that for. It is 3-0 to Mad Army. They're good value for this 3-0 lead, to be fair. I think if Triangle Kings can get something out of this game with a send, goes for the shot, Shieldman with the save. Just have a look at where Triangle Kings finished top of their league as well. 5 wins from 6, obviously getting through to the quarterfinals as well is a great achievement. But it's that one game away from winning some prize money, so they will be gutted. But I mean, they're playing against a very, very good side with some very good players who have learned a lot of the ropes. Oh, the fake shots and ball stops. I don't want to come up against these guys in quick game. Tell you what, Warren looked like he might have been offside there. These guys have played this game a lot, and thank you very much, GamesTer. I really appreciate that, mate. Ascend, cut out. Polga had a chance to go through one-on-one. He is still on a hat-trick, don't forget. I'm sure he'd love to complete that to go along with his... another trophy for his trophy cabinet, I guess, or at least a goals football. Get it signed by the team if he can put this one away. On the left foot, good defending by Frenner. I do think whilst there are a lot of goals available for you to score in this game, which I love, I think we might probably just be into time out for Kings to get anything out of this game. It would be quite a momentous achievement from this point. But Mad Army, I think, along with Fama, are the ones to watch, which before this tournament started, you know, we didn't want to typecast anyone, but they are the 2 top teams in VPG. The very, very top teams. And they're playing like it, truth be told. And there is confirmation of Mad Army 4, Triangle Kings 0. And I'm sure we'll see this Mad Army side. I'm not sure what's more impressive is the 4 goals at this stage of the tournament, or a clean sheet. I think a clean sheet is so impressive. And we don't see it very often. I mean, we just saw Fama, who had only conceded 3 the day before in 6 games, just concede 4 games. So it's so difficult to do. But there are the stats. I mean, to be fair, I mean, possession, of course, but passes not too much. Passing accuracy actually went in favour of Triangle Kings. And the shots, six shots on target and 4 goals. I mean, they're looking at the AI goalkeeper maybe, but I think from Triangle Kings' point of view, it's the 1 shot on target. That was late in the second half, I think, was probably the difference there. But I mean, quarterfinal time. What we're seeing now is so different from yesterday. There's no drubbings tonight. There will not be any drubbings. Like I said, I think one team who shall remain nameless did manage to lose 21, and that's 20 goals to 1 yesterday. So let's just manage expectations here. But yeah, Mad Army, I'm not sure who they go on to face in the quarterfinals, but Fama are still in there. Prize are still in there. Good side. And Relax as well. Relax are a side that we kind of want to have a look at as well. They are a goals side as well, so it would be good to... We kind of want to get a goals versus VPG kind of game on. I think that would be very interesting. Did we manage to miss La Masia as well? Because they're a team again who have got a lot of goals players. And Relax have Marso as well, who we're desperate to have a look at on this game. So if we can get that, if you guys are listening in the chat, if we can get that sorted, that would be good. But for now, we're just seeing who's coming through. I mean, let us know who you want to see in the let us know who you want to see in the semi-final. I mean, we're in the money now, boys and girls. I'm trying to see who we've actually got because the scores haven't updated. Marso is live. I mean, yeah, I would imagine so. I want to get his team on here though, because we set up through the dev side, so we can sit in spectator mode, which again I love, absolutely love it. Here is the lobby. Right, let's go and find out for you, boys and girls. Right. Code has been sent. Let's just see who pops up. I mean, that was an exciting time last time. Just waiting to see who actually turns up. And then we realized that the bracket was incorrect. It's live TV. I mean, we said yesterday, never work with children, animals, or Pro Clubs Weekly. I'm low-key hoping Fama and Mad Army are still in this. I get the impression they will be, right? Because those guys have been insane. We did see Prize Chrome still in there as well. And they won Group E last night. 5 wins from their 6. They defeated Genesium in that round of 16. Again, a very good VPG side. Interesting to see how True Football got on, actually. True Football, we ended up seeing those guys twice, and Domino and I, my co, played against them on Thursday night as well in quick play. So I feel like we've seen them a lot. It would be quite funny to see those guys again. Again, La Masia, for obvious reasons, a goals team. I mean, it'll be interesting to see kind of what the feedback is from the goals players regarding the VPG players, and we are getting Relax in. And Mad Army are back as well. Mad Army are back. Marso, here we go. I mean, we asked for it and we got it. That doesn't tend to happen very often, what we asked for. Let's have a little look. Yeah, he is. He will be hosting the Nations Cup as well on Goals. So make sure you show that man some love. To be honest, if you watch Goals a lot, I'm sure you know fully about him. He might be saying go and watch Pro Clubs Weekly. I'm sure he's not. I'm sure he's not. But he's a big name. He's a big name in the goals scene. Right, we've got Relax versus Mad Army, semi-final number 1, and it is Prize Chrome versus Family Cow in semi-final number 2. So, I'm not jumping the gun. I'm just making you guys aware. It could be a Fama Mad Army final. That's going to be the team talk for Relax and Prize Chrome. Of course it is. To stop that from happening, of course it is. But the irony is that VPG Esports Premier Mad Army and Famlacao first and second in the league table. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. We do have one player in, actually. So, and it's Marceau. Of course it's Marceau. And this guy knows what he's doing. That's the difference here. Yesterday, game number 1, it was slow. People coming in here whenever they felt like it. Game number 2 just didn't happen at all. But although that was, I think, a couple of goals teams from that as well. So they're on my naughty list. I mean, he's gone now anyway. But yeah, trying to get the guys and girls in here. It's the hardest. It's the hardest part. Gamester, it's not even the commentary. It's just getting the people to turn up in the first place. There is Polga and Marceau, the 2 team captains. If these two want to decide which side they're playing on, I can pop the team names in. I much prefer setting games up like this, as from the spectator area, because then we get to decide. We get to decide what's happening. Whereas normally, behind the scenes, boys and girls, between you and I, we just have to stream other people's streams, and I don't like third-party streaming. Also, another thing to point out as well is the, I feel like I'm going to curse it now, but the connections on here, where I was playing on Wi-Fi upstairs last night, which is horrendous all the time. Maybe packet loss in 2 hours twice for all of half a second. So again, the guys and girls at Goals are doing an absolutely fantastic job on that side of things as well. So these are all things I really hope people take into consideration. I hope people don't just kind of jump on and go, they lose a game, oh, this is rubbish. Take it as a whole, play it, I'd say a minimum of 10 hours, and then see what you think. And if something's wrong, feed it back. The Discord over at Goals is amazing, and they really do take on the feedback as well. Like I said, the hot fixes from last night's tournament have already been implemented tonight. We haven't seen a goalkeeper rush out, because we were joking a lot last night. Whilst the rush outs are quite handy, some of them were a bit chaotic. None of that tonight. So clearly they're listening to you guys, and us, maybe. It would be the first time, I guess. But once again, can't speak highly enough of the devs, of the Goals team in general. And it's semi-final time now. Let's see them work this beautiful game the way it should be played, not the way I play it. The way it should be played. It is Relax, who are our goal players. I've been assured. Taking on Mad Army in that lovely blue and red kit. Anyone from Goals in the chat, can they tell us if the kits are actually available? Because Christmas is coming up. Christmas is coming up, and full of confidence is Marceau. You can tell that man has played this a lot. Here he is, intercepting for Relax, gets the shot off Floki with the block. I'm not sure how much he actually desired to just get struck in the face with the ball there, but potentially saved his team from going 1-0 down. Relax will keep the pressure on here, and this might be the first real test for this Mad Army side. Desterin to Marceau. Loses out to Festic. Good ball to Warren. Takes it down on the chest, waiting for support. He's got left and right. Toffin on the left, Polgar on the right. Chooses the man who didn't manage to complete his hat-trick in the last game. What he would give for a hat-trick now. If you build it, they would come. Yeah, just sit there and wait. Marky into Brad. Brian Toffin with the interception, but it's not over yet. And Relax are doing to Mad Army what Mad Army did to Triangle Kings in the last game. A bit of taste of their own medicine, but so far they're standing tall, and I think Mad Army, I think the 5 of them will just be sat a little bit more forward on their chairs at the moment as things stand. Oh, Toffin at the back post, takes it down, turns, good block by Ronald. Destin down the line too. Brad Festick is there, so possession changes. Hands tried to be a bit too cute with that. Brad holds it up nicely to Ronald. Seeing less balls over the top at the moment. I'm not sure whether that's just because these teams want to keep possession, or whether the tactics and the formations. I tell you what, Markey is so confident. He's so positive on the ball. Loves beating men and apparently loves scoring goals as well. And there's the opener. It is 1-0 to Relax, and it is that man, Markey, with the wide midfielder build. Skins his man on the outside. Goes low near post. There is the opener, boys and girls. 1-0 to Relax. Mad Army. Might be the first time in 3 games that I've seen them currently losing. Not a bad little stat, that, actually. Where did Relax finish? I'll find out for you, don't worry. I don't want to miss any of this action. I can't keep my eyes off of it. They did finish second in group number 2, actually. 5 wins, 1 loss. Only 5 goals conceded, and you can see why. Look at them. 5 at the back as things stand. They've got their goal, the all-important opening goal. They've gone ahead. Warren. I mean, I think we've got the second lowest goals conceded against the highest goals scored. Here is Warren. He's through on goal. Bearing down on goal. He very rarely misses those opportunities. But I tell you what, the angle was slightly against him. And look at that. Gets back on side. The through ball is perfect. Drops the shoulder. Kept it low. I think the power more than anything took it past the goalkeeper there. Because the placement wasn't 100%. But he's absolutely lashed it home. And a good response from Mad Army. They needed that as well. We're just saying that. Relax, getting 5 men behind the ball. Only conceding 5 from 6 last night. But they haven't played Mad Army yet. Oh, that's great football, Brad, on the drag back through ball. Things I can only dream of. Good sweeping from the goalkeeper. Warren. Thought about swinging it in, but Ronald blocks and keeps the ball, gives it to Brad. Markey beats his man, the goal scorer, inside to Destetin. Toff does well because Marceau was out here with chalk on his boots, keeping some width. And Floki, once again, you do not get handheld in this game. Polga on the half turn, gives it to Floki. Warren, good football from Mad Army if they can keep that in, which they can't. Again, the margin for errors of this game. You either get better or you keep just hitting it off the park. They're your 2 options, boys and girls. Marceau to Markey. The keeper's coming. He did get it in the end. It looked unlikely at one point. Brad. He's going to swing it in. Goalkeeper collects it though. 3 seconds. They're not going to get a chance to get this out of the zone in time, are they? No, they're not. A very, very even game here. Do you know what? I'll give them 10-15 seconds. I've not done this before. I tell you what, I didn't even press anything. You saw my hands, chat. You saw my hands. I mean, they can take it if they want, I guess. Festic's got kickoff, but that's probably the first game I'm a bit like, we need to just calm down a little bit, because that's kind of, this game is on a knife edge at the moment. I don't remember a game after 45 minutes being this much on a knife edge. And it's a testament to these 2 sides and the game, of course. Don't forget, this is an alpha game. It's only going to get better from here. And it's, I was about to say, it's very playable as Markey runs it off the pitch. I mean, it is. He'll admit it was just a mistake, of course. Unless he does it again. Brad tries to squeeze that one through. Good covering from Festic, to be fair. And he kept the ball as well. Warren playing centre forward on the turn. Polga looking to create space ahead of him. Warren beats the man. Slides it through to Brian Toffin. And I tell you what, the run from Polga drew a lot of attention from that relaxed back line. But it was the run from Brian Toffin inside out. Or outside in even. And that's the centre back, boys and girls, finishing that one. A great finish. Goal at his mercy. And Mad Army have completely flipped this one around. To be fair, since Relax scored that first goal, I don't want to say they've taken their foot off the gas, but Maybe they just angered Mad Army into coming back at them, I guess. No, I agree, and I think that's the beautiful thing, and I think that's the thing that people need to remember, Gamester. The Goals team here have been very kind of vulnerable and said, look, here's what we've got so far. We'll let you play it, we'll let you stress test it as much as you can, and then let us know what you think. I'm not sure many companies would do that. I'm really not. So fair play to them. I love it personally. The game's very playable. Again, like I said, put about 10 hours into it. Loving it at the moment. Can things be ironed out? Certainly. Is that the same for pretty much every other game I've ever played ever? Absolutely. Apart from Zelda Ocarina of Time. That was perfect. Floki. Mad Army now. A goal to the good. How do they respond? How do they play? What's their game plan from here? Do we see some kind of game management start to creep in against a team who clearly have played this game a lot? Polga. Trying to go past his man. Does go past his man. Absolutely burns him. Polga, where has that come from? Pushed it past the centre-back. 96 pace on that striker build. Wow. One of the best goals I think I've seen in the last night and a half, I guess. And relax from being a goal up. 3-1 down now. Mad Army. They won't want to admit it, but they've got 1 foot in the final. Who they will face, yet to be seen. Fama may lay in wait. Or is it going to be Prize Chrome? Either way, they've still got a job to do here, and there is a lifeline for this relaxed side. I think it was Marceau at the back post as well. Sneaking in there. Look at that. Loses his man. The ball was perfect. Leapt like a salmon. In off the post. Inch perfect from that man. We'd expect nothing less from him. Shining on the big stage. It's 3-2. Mad Army still a goal ahead. Still looking hungry as well. That goal from Polga. The difference as things stand. Floki. I mean, Floki's clearly the man at the back here, isn't he? That's taking on the responsibility as that kind of last man, central centre-back / quarterback, Exhibit A. Polga maybe didn't need to try and header that. Oh, the goalkeeper's been caught short, and Polga gets an early Christmas present. Relax are not going to want to watch that one back. That is highly unfortunate, but it did come from that positive ball over the top. I was going to say, I thought Polga would just try and run on and take it in his stride. He did jump for it, and I think that put the centre back off, but there's nothing you can do to account for things like that, not with an AI goalkeeper as well. It's arguably the first mistake I've seen from the AI goalkeeper in, what's this, game number 9? So it doesn't happen very often, but when it happens in a semi-final in the last 10 minutes, I get it, relax. I get it. Here he is trying to make amends for himself, and kind of does. I mean, if they get another 2 here and get themselves back into the game, maybe they can forgive the goalkeeper, but Desitin's got to get back at this man. Polga, game, set, and match. Call it there. It is Mad Army 5, Relax 2. Truth be told, that goal that the goalkeeper kind of gave away pretty much sealed Relax's fate. They had to leave themselves open at the back, and Polga once again in and amongst the goals. They've got a tactic, do Mad Army. They went a goal down. It's good resilience, and it's also just very, very good. It's very good goals play. This team are evolving, which is dangerous. It's dangerous for whoever they have to play in the final. We're gonna find that out soon. But for now, it is 6-2. I mean, it was game, set, and match. Probably at 4. Certainly at 5. 6, they're just showing off now. But it all came, that super, super important 4th goal. Relax knew they needed to chuck the kitchen sink at it. And they have chucked the kitchen sink at it. Unfortunately for them, they also chucked the fridge, freezer, the microwave, and all of the other kitchen appliances. To no avail. All it's done is cost them a few more goals. But Mad Army go into the final full of confidence, full of beans, full of goals. And it's, I was going to say, it's usually thanks to that, man. I mean, if you'd put that one away, I would have looked super cool, but there would have been a first time for everything. And now we've got the return of the danger zone in this semi-final number 1. Semi-final number 2, as soon as we know, we'll let you know. That is if Polga doesn't score again here. I mean, if we were keeping score, if we had leaderboards, I'm quite sure this man would be top. Statistically speaking. I mean, although a team did score 20 and it wasn't these guys. However, that's how many goals this man has scored. Game, set, and match. And there, as you can see, Relax started this game off so well. So impressed with these guys. Good, positive attacking play. They really, really pinned Mad Army back into their own half. Mad Army, I don't want to say out of nowhere, but they turned the screw a little bit the second half of the first half, if that makes sense. They got themselves 3 goals. Relax got themselves back into the game, but that 4th goal was so crucial. But I think, I mean, you can see the possession stats there, the shots, the passes, everything's in the favour of Mad Army. So it's one of those, isn't it? I mean, Relax, they came, they saw, they got the money for finishing in the semi-finals, so they'll look to better that, at least one better next weekend, of course, because this is tournament number 1. We've got tournament number 2 next weekend, Friday and Saturday. Friday being the group stage, Saturday knockouts. 700 players online, by the way, boys and girls. Absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. Let's go and find out who's going to be playing in that second cup final, because I do believe Fama are streaming their session at the moment. I say that, and now they're not. It's the only time I've never seen them on Twitch whilst I know they're online. I don't know why I said anything. I'll see if I can get eyes on that, but we know who's gonna be awaiting them. It's Mad Army. And it's a very good Mad Army side as well. Only 1 loss in, what's that now? Quick maths. 8 games? 9 games? There we go. Ooh. Oh, Saturday night mathematics with 8 ball. It's not a stream I'd join, to be honest. A stream I would join, though, of course, is this goals stream. Thank you very much for joining us. We do have the cup final coming up. We are just waiting to see who is gonna be in that final. We know it's gonna be Mad Army, and it's between Prize Chrome and Fama Lacau. Fama Lacau, of course, the second highest rated team in VPG, and I'm sure you can guess who the first one is, boys and girls. 700 players online. That's the highest I've seen. That's the highest I've seen since I downloaded this game on Thursday. That's what we like to see. And hopefully these guys and girls stick around after the tournament as well, because the more people that can kind of jump in these kind of quick friendlies, these 5v5s, these 1v1s. I mean, if you want a 1v1, the quick start is fantastic. The 5v5s, if there's 700 people on, I don't think it'll take very long. When it does drop, you can be waiting around for 4 or 5 minutes. The good thing about that is, and what I absolutely love about it, is you can be doing other things whilst you're queuing, which, again, Goals team, if you are listening, chef's kiss. Thank you so much for that. And one of the things you can be doing is the skill games, which I would highly recommend, especially if you are not very good at the game like me. And what you do get from completing those skill games, and some of them are quite tricky, to be fair. I've struggled with the bull roll and finish one. I don't even want to tell you how long that took me, but you get prizes for doing it. So, and it's usually in the form of packs. So you open up the packs, and the players you get in those packs you can use in this 5v5. Of course, they make up part of your 11v11, should they be any good. Or you can just sell them for fodder and save up for some more packs. You guys know the rules. I'm literally explaining the card game rules to you. You know the rules. Come on. Still no word on this Fama and Prize Chrome. I'm not... let me see if anyone's streaming it, because the Fama... I mean, Fama say they are. No, I mean, they're in the lobby, so... Maybe they should be finished. If they're not finished, I'd be real mad. Let me pop the code in and just see if anyone joins. I mean, to be fair, Mad Army can join. Because they know. They know. I mean, at one stage, I don't want to say it looked unlikely, but they were a goal down, and that was the first time I've seen them be getting beaten. It is... What the prize... I mean, someone from Goals, someone from VPG. 6-5 to Fama. Wow. I mean, I don't want to say we picked the wrong semi-final, but that sounds like a banger. And that confirmation it is Famicao against Mad Army, a full VPG finale. It is first place, second. Although I mean, Prolific might be second place as well. I apologize, Prolific. But I do think Fama have a game in hand. Either way, it's two top teams, two of the top 3 teams at the very least. But you would not have got very good odds at all. And yes, it is best of 3, so it's the first and only time tonight. It's not a one and done, so don't walk off after the first game. We're staying all the way. And it's poetry in motion, really, because there is a rivalry, a very friendly rivalry, of course. Of course it's friendly. Between these two sides. So they just... I mean, I feel like we should do this on VPG. We should do this on clubs a bit more often. Is just get 2 sides, 2 rivals, and we'll do best out of 5, best out of 7. And we'll watch it. We'll just watch it unfold, because I do think that kind of format is underrated. So I think the best of 3 here, you're going to get a worthy winner, because I think at the moment, both of these sides... It's so difficult. Yes, final now, Juan. It is best of 3. Best of 3. So we'll play one game, they'll jump out, next one, and so on and so forth. So do not leave after the first game for sure. I mean, you potentially we could leave after the second game. Does depend on who wins though. And as you can see, Mad Army been waiting around a little bit. They could be playing some of those skill games. I don't know. Fama ran dogged a little bit in the semi-final against Prize Chrome, made to work for it. Whereas Mad Army, I think was it 7-2 in the end. I think something happened at the end. I don't know. We lost count because, yeah, they went a bit crazy at the end. But Prize Chrome taking Fama side all the way. They do take home, I think I want to say $150 or $125 maybe. But it's not bad. It's not bad for a couple of nights work, is it? Let's be honest. One of these sides though, and I know VPG are in the chat, so if you could just confirm the amount. It's in euros as well. I might have been saying dollars. We're used to dealing with dollars on VPG. I do think it's 500 euros to the winner for tonight, and it'll be exactly the same next weekend as well. A brand new tournament starting, the exact same format. Friday group stages, Saturday knockouts, same prize money, same everything. They're stress testing this. They are stress testing this all the way. And 2 sides. We started off with Fama, of course. Started off with Fama tonight. Beating Besiktas 7-4. That seems like a long time ago now. But we're getting all the familiar faces. Just as we would expect. 2 massive sides. Transferable skills. Left, right, and center. Just missing one. It is Warren SG as well. probably best not to start. To be fair, you couldn't not start with any of these guys. Interestingly, Festic might be using the lowest rated card I've seen in the tournament, 76. He does have 99 pace though. That might be the reasoning behind it. And just looking at these cards now, as you can well see, I think the lowest we've got on pace is 95. IMERX. I mean, do you know what? I third party mentioned you earlier on, a goalkeeper who's waiting to see if we can get human goalkeepers in this game, because IMERX would be a blessing to any game. Welcome in, and yeah, like you said, two massive sides. I'm glad it's best of 3, because do you know what, I do feel slightly for relaxed in that semi-final. The AI goalkeeper coming out, he did kind of cost them that 4th goal, and it was a killer as well. It came at such an important time. Let me just chase this missing person. Because we got, I'll be honest with you, I don't have anywhere to go tonight. I just want to watch these games. I want to start, and I want to get down and dirty with this. Best of 3, 2 massive sides. Mad Army are the home team tonight. I think the last 2 games we've seen them, they have been the away side, so it'll be interesting to see if they swap home and away afterwards. Just a mutual sign of respect. We have been assured that Warren is joining now. I guess what I want to know is, and hopefully someone from Goals can point me in the right direction, so I actually don't know myself. The numbers are the age, and then underneath the numbers there's a kind of lightning sign and another number. What are those numbers and the lightning sign, I guess? No, sorry, IMERX. Just mentioning the goalkeeper community, to which you obviously firmly sit inside of. Waited on bated breath to find out whether or not that Goals will be putting in human goalkeepers. Right. There we go then. No rest for the wicked. It is cup final time. Best of 3. 2 giant teams. And to be honest, if you'd called this at the start, you wouldn't have got very good odds on it. It is Mad Army in the white from left to right. Fresh off that pasting in the end. I mean, the scoreline did relax dirty a little bit, but at the end of the day, it still scored 6 or 7 goals in a semi-final. Very welcomed. And Fama did the same, scored 6, but also conceded 5, so they were made to really work for it. As were Mad Army, going a goal down, but comfortable in the end. Goals at important stages of the game. And why do I get the impression that this one's going to be quite low scoring? Because I'm looking around and I'm seeing defensive organization, and I don't like it. It's not what we want to see. We want to see the chaos. 20 goals. Warren. Just to complete the housekeeping, boys and girls, Fama are in the lovely blue, black and red kit. I hope we can buy those. 10 minutes in, absolutely nothing to write home about. Because these two sides, it's a chess match. Every time these two sides play each other in the VPG, it's an absolute chess match. And it's not just a normal chess match. It's like that 4D, 5D chess. Both times these guys played in the VPG Esports Prem, it did finish 1-0 to the other person. And a good save. First chance falls to Fama and Nuga. Tip round the post. Quick restart from the corner. Fabs, welcome in. Welcome in. VPG Rush. That's actually not a bad shout, to be fair. Just absolute carnage. Yes, sorry, Lisa. I'm too engrossed in the game. Apologies. Festic will restart us. Which round is this? This is the cup final. And it's best of 3, so make sure you don't go anywhere after this first game. It is game number 1, so you've joined at a very good time. And tell you what, a very good time is what Phoenix might have if he can put this away. Makes no mistake, one-on-one. He had so much time to pick his spot, and that's exactly what he did. Unusually large amount of time against a very organized Mad Army side, and we've said it countless times tonight and last night, the margin for error here, especially with the defensive marking, it's brutal. Thanks, Fabs. Yeah, I really appreciate it, mate. Cheers, buddy. I'm very, very poorly at the moment, but yeah, really appreciate it, pal. Polga into the box, squares it across. There is Brian Toffin. Love that. Love that instant reply from Mad Army. One apiece. Favorite to win, Josh? That's a very good question. Because it's Mad Army versus Family Cow. Who knows? Who knows? How long's a piece of string? Tell you what, flip a coin. Flip a coin. Heads is Mad Army. Keeper comes out, claims it. AI goalkeepers, don't forget. Doing a good job. We're fine-tuned last night, and I tell you what, fine-tuned to perfection. We've not seen any mad dashes out. Polga cuts onto the right, cuts onto the left, beats the man, goes low, boys and girls. That is how you play this game. That is how this game is played. Left, right, left, right. Oh, he's kept it low into the side netting. It's just beautiful to watch. It really, truly is. There's a man who is very composed at the best of times, but he's really starting to master these game mechanics. And here he goes again. Through on goal. Gonzalo's not going to catch him. It's exactly the same result. Boys and girls, Fama from 1-0 down. Sorry, Mad Army from 1-0 down. 3-1 up now. Fama in scoring that early goal just seemed to annoy Mad Army. And it doesn't matter what game he's playing. The man is inevitable. I said it in the last round. He may very well be the highest goal scorer in this. La Polga. 3-1. 3-1. Best of 3, though. And there's a lot of this game still left to play. And, boys and girls, don't forget, it's Family Cow. Festic. Muscled off. Wins it back. Polga. Not in any rush now. Phoenix, the goal scorer for Fama. Wide right. Cuts inside. Goes back to Brecha. On the deck to Nuga, who scored a lovely goal against Besiktas earlier on in the game. And this is what I'm saying, boys and girls. There is no margin of error on this game. If you press X and there is not a man there, that's exactly what it looks like. It's brutal, but it needs to be brutal. Evening, Cobes. Yeah, I mean, don't get PTSD from Polga, buddy. Yeah, I'm sure you've had to face this man many a time. Just say a prayer for these AI goalkeepers. Toffin. One of 2 goal scorers for Mad Army in this final. It is best of 3, do not forget. Warren SG wins it high up. On the stroke of half-time, can Polga put this game potentially to bed? Perhaps a 4th kills it here. Don't forget, though, Fama did score 6 in the last round. They are well worth a goal or 2 or 6, I guess. Nuga can't go past Warren SG, and I'm not sure he's going to beat the clock here. He's got a lot of ground to cover, and Brecha covers that ground very nicely. It is 3-1 at half-time after being a goal down. And I tell you what, they were a goal down in the semi-final as well. And maybe the tactic is to not score first against Mad Army. Not annoy them, to not anger them. I mean, they did lose a game in the group stages. If anyone's got any information on that one, let us know who it was. I'm dying to know. Warren SG to Brian Toffin. Housekeeping once again, boys and girls. It is Mad Army in the white from right to left. Leaders over Family Cow, who are in that lovely, lovely blue, black and red kit. Polga's playing on confidence now, I tell you that. So is that man Toffin. He's been brilliant. He's a centre-half, boys and girls. He's just playing everywhere at the moment. He's scored pretty much every stream that Mad Army have been on. Fair play to him. Nuga. forced to come back, and Polgar and Co will do a number on him. But Fama get the throw in on this near side into Phoenix. Tries to slide it through. Warren, good press from him, but Zinni wins it back for Fama. Gonzalo got options left and right. Goes right, but Warren is waiting there to pick him off. I was going to say it's all Fama this second half, but I tell you what. Warren SG, he's got space, burst past 2, past 3, and puts it past the goalkeeper. Make that 4, and it's 4 for Mad Army as well. Look at this run, so powerful from Warren SG, beats all 3 of them. The 4th man being the goalkeeper. There's nothing the AI goalkeepers can do about this. There's nothing human goalkeepers can do about this. Mad Army, in this game in particular, have been great all weekend, to be fair. But this game in particular, they are so clinical, so potent in front of goal. And these low finishes, not only are they effective, but they look so nice as well. And once again, chef's kiss to the devs at Goals. It looks nice, it plays nice. And at the moment, it's looking nice and playing nice for Mad Army. 4-1 up. Best of 3, though, don't forget. So Fama, if they inevitably succumb to a defeat here, they do still have time to rectify that. It will take us into a 3rd and final game as Brecher commits the foul on Brian Toffin. Maybe. Yeah, it's just a yellow card. You do get blue cards on this, which is a sin bin. And I think the sin bin, correct me if I'm wrong, Goals team is 45 seconds, which feels like an eternity. Not that I would know, obviously. Clearly, I'm not going to get blue carded. I think I've had about 7. All of there've been mistakes, of course. Of course, I'm not facetious. I'm not a nasty player. Oh, Polgar doing shuttles with the ball. Cannot stop that man. Nuga. I mean, if Fama want to get something out of this, they're going to have to find a way to stop that man, sorry. He is running riot, and it's not the first time. It might not be the last time as well. We will be going into the second game immediately after this, but for right now, Fama need to find 3 goals from somewhere. And they need to do it in 15 virtual minutes. Anything can happen in Goals, though. But so far, it has been all Mad Army since that first goal. And Brecher manages to turn it around at the expense of a corner. But, I mean, it's almost done and dusted. But that would have officially been it. Festic wins it back from Zinni, but they do win it back. They've got players forward here. Nuga on the overlap is the man who initially won the ball, Zinni, but Warren SG. I've never seen Warren SG do so much defending in a game. It's great to see. I mean, Mad Army, I guess, when they go back to VPG, they could be looking at swapping Polgar and Warren over because they're kind of playing opposite roles at the moment. Exhibit A, here is Warren SG. And Polgar just occupying that striker's position. He's doing a fantastic job. Would love to get some stats on this man. Warren looking for back post, and I think we're going to end up coming into formalities here because I can't see, as I once famously said, this side scoring 3 goals. Ooh. Go and check our Twitter page if you need any context behind that. Back post, there's Zinni. This is why I'm poking the bear, boys and girls. I'm poking the bear officially to try and get a reaction out of this game, and that's exactly what Fama did there in the shape of a Zinni header. The tiny slither of hope for Fama. It is Mad Army 4, Fama 2. Proof, though. Proof that you can break this Mad Army side down. Proof that they are human. I mean, they did keep a clean sheet against Triangle Kings and just the 2 goals conceded against Relax as well. As Polgar dances his way into the box. That is official. But what I will say, boys and girls, getting that goal there is I think is going to be important for Fama because it gives them that belief. Scoring 3 against Mad Army gives them that belief going into that second game. But that is officially 1-0 on the scoreboard of this best of 3. And as you can see there, 4-3 to Mad Army. The possession in favour of Mad Army, but the shots on target, 4 shots on target, 4 goals. That's the point I'm making. They were clinical that game. GG's, by the way, both sides. Fantastic watch. Yep, first match of the best of 3, which means we're going into match number 2, and we're going to try and give you guys a quick turnaround. Don't say we don't do nothing for you. Just tag in the managers. They're already in. They know the drill by now. Whew. I mean, to be fair, we had a bit of waiting around to do yesterday, as a team went into a game without telling us. But other than that, tonight has ran so smoothly, and that's a big credit to the guys and girls behind the scenes at VPG, at Goals, and of course the players as well. We don't normally like to give them credit, but they've been phenomenal tonight, and they've kept us on our toes, and they've kept you guys and myself waiting to a minimum, which I cannot thank them enough for. He says as Mad Army decide to just wait, make this Familacao side wait to decide their fate. I guess I can put the team names in, right? And Familacao have gone for the home side kit this time, which that is an official swap over. We did wonder whether they were going to do that or not. Very kind of them. Very kind of them. I mean, clearly, Mad Army, I think every time we've seen them before the last game, they've always used that away kit, which I absolutely love. I know I've said it a million times. I love it. And they hadn't lost in it on stream. Clearly, it doesn't matter what kit they play in. Ixie, welcome in, buddy. This is the Cup final. We are at the final stage, but it is best of 3. This is game number 2. Cheers, Shisui. Welcome in as well, by the way. Always good to have you around. Right then. I love being in charge. Love being in charge. Being able to press the button. Don't worry, Lisa. I've got it. No, I mean, Ixie, right on time would have been 8 o'clock. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Chisui, appreciate you always, brother. Always, always, always. Right, housekeeping it is there. Mad Army in the lovely, lovely away kit. That blue, red, and black from right to left. Winners of that first game, 4-3. Probably what it doesn't tell you the full picture of that game. Mad Army were done and dusted. Mad Army were done and dusted for a long time, I think. I think even the most diehard Fama fan will tell you that. But it's a new game. It's a new dawn for Fama. And they need a win. If they do not win, it's Mad Army's title. They walk away with the cash prize. A cool, I think it's 500 euros. Which in a 5v5, I tell you what, it's not a bad couple of nights work, that is, eh? Phoenix to Breccia. Ixie, 8 o'clock, mate. This is what time we started. We could have been chilling together. But I mean, if you're gonna get any game, you might as well get the cup final. Who's gonna win? Whoo! I mean, if Fama want to win, they need to stop this man. But that should have been the game plan before this tournament even started. I mean, Ixie, I can answer that one, to be honest. I can answer that question. Out of respect to Aaron, I'm not going to answer it. I'll see what he answers first. 16 minutes in. We are goalless. Mad Army got that insurance policy of the first game of 3. A win in game number 2 makes game number 3 redundant, and we can all go and watch Holby City reruns. So the neutrals will be supporting Fama, I'm sure. I'm sure. To keep this tournament going all the way to the wire. Yeah, funnily enough, Ixie and Aaron, that's not what my answer was going to be. Polga on the turn. Loses his man. Gives it to Warren. Unable to shake off Phoenix. He's got acres to work if he wants to. And that's exactly what he does. Floki comes across. He will give away the corner. Once again blocked, so will be yet another corner for Fam. 25 minutes on the clock. Goalless so far until Brecha pops up. And there we go, boys and girls. Famalicão 1, Mad Army 0. It's exactly what happened in the first game. Boom. AI goalkeeper static. But it all comes down to that marking. If you cannot mark on this game, it could be lights for you. It could very well be lights for you. Is this a lag out? Is this a lag out? We had it on one of the other games earlier on. It might just not be his name popping up because it looks like he's playing quite well, to be fair. It'll be interesting. I'll keep you guys posted if anything pops up on the Discord. But for now, he's got no name tag above his head. I did think if it happens in drop-ins, you don't get an AI bot. So that's the only thing that's confusing me at the moment. And this is slightly different because we're in dev, because we're in spectator mode. Which, again, if goals are listening, absolutely love it. Thank you very much. Near post. Oh. Still no name over the head. That's the talking point here, other than the Brecha goal. Famalicão, a goal to the good, like they were in game number 1. Warren SG on the overlap. Far side. Cuts back onto the left foot. Nuga bullies him off the ball. I mean, they're tracking. They're tracking the runs very well. I think we've just lost the name over the head. He says that as in he... Oh, yeah, well, there is confirmation. Polga tries to burn past his man like he did in the semi-final. One of the goals of the tournament. Like a young Michael Owen. I'll be aging myself slightly there. Zinni on the turn for Fama. Left-hand side. Cuts in. Goes for the back post. 2 waiting, but Floki. Oh, here comes the goalkeeper again. A power header and yet another clearance from the AI goalkeeper. It's working, boys and girls. It is working. We've not seen them come rushing out for things they don't need to rush out for. That was all perfectly done. I tell you what, Fama might craft something here with Phoenix. On the stroke of half-time, they've doubled the lead. We may very well need game number 3 if Fama could hold on here. But, is there trouble in paradise? Is there someone missing? We can't work it out. Is someone missing from this Mad Army side? That's the question on everyone's lips. It might just be on our side. I don't know. No, everyone's back in. There we go. There we go. Shisu, I think that's a great idea. Customizable pros is always a good idea. Polga unable to break through this Famalicão backline, who are standing tall so far. This might be the longest we've ever had Mad Army on stream without scoring, both in goals and VPG, to be fair. Festic to Floki. Does get it back from Brian. Mad Army just patiently probing as things stand. They've got time. They're 2 goals down, but the good thing about goals, it's aptly named. There's plenty of goals to be scored. Final result of the first game was 4-3 to Mad Army. And this is game number 2. Phoenix goes past his man. I can't even say a third goal kills it for Fama, just because of how good Mad Army are going forward. It has nothing to do with Fama. I'd say that about any team right now. And that man in particular, Polga. But, oh, Warren's won it high up. Squares it to the danger man. Gives it to Festic. Brian to Warren. Gets the shot off. Goes near post. Side netting is the only result. And it didn't have a helping hand from a Fama player, including the goalkeeper, so it will be a goal kick. 60 minutes gone. 60 virtual minutes, that is. Warren on the... He does eventually turn, loses out to Phoenix. Good work. Fama have looked a lot more busier just on those second balls this game. I think that's kind of what they were missing in that first game, but we said it when the third goal went in. It did turn into a bit of a dead rubber that last kind of 10 minutes. The 4-3 scoreline it didn't tell you the whole picture. It wasn't as dramatic as a 4-3 sounds, but with Fama scoring 3 goals against this Mad Army side, I do think it just gave them a little bit more confidence. Toffin down to Warren, gets the return pass, far side, and yet another 10 minutes has gone past. Mad Army not had a shot in those 10 minutes, so Fama currently sitting pretty, looking to pick off Mad Army, who have not chucked the kitchen sink at it just yet, but as we creep into this final kind of 20 minutes or so, they might very well just start chucking some kitchen appliances at it. Travella. I'm trying to think if I've seen a Travella yet. Oh, what a knockdown. Goalkeeper is committed to this. Shades of yesterday has got 10 times better, by the way. But shades of yesterday. Just keeping Mad Army honest at the back here. Just keeping them on their toes, of course. Long ball get. Oh, there's the goalkeeper. Knocks it down for Floki. I don't think he'll mind that too much. Phoenix into Nuga. Has the shot blocked by Floki. It will be a corner. 10 minutes to go. Mad Army. I mean, I never ever thought I'd see Mad Army not score a goal in goals. They've got 10 minutes to right that wrong. I mean, we saw Fama score 2 in the last 10 minutes in the last game. Can Mad Army return the favour? It'd be a lot more dramatic if they could. Goalkeeper clears it into the other goalkeeper. Festic takes it down. 8 virtual minutes to go. They're starting to go a bit more direct now. The knockdown to Floki, joining the attack. Polga, first time to Warren. Festic looking to overlap, but Gonzalo is there, picks it off, and Phoenix now allowed to try to break into the space. Zinni might pick up a blue card for that as well. And yes, there is confirmation of him over on that far side. I don't think it was the time to do that just yet. Time will tell, of course, but that is a potential lifeline for this Mad Army side. Now a player up for the last probably 5 minutes of this game. I tell you what, if that had got to the back post, it was going to be a surefire goal. Alas, Mad Army. Are they going to keep a clean sheet in? Final number 2. This will mean we go all the way to a best of 3. And this is why playing the best of 3. We needed it. We absolutely needed it, boys and girls. You cannot separate these two sides in just one game. Because technically now, I guess, unless Mad Army score here, it does, if you want to get technical about things, Famalicão played 2, 1-1, scored 5, conceded 3. Mad Army played 2, 1-1, scored 4, conceded 3. I'm just stating facts, boys and girls. I'm just stating facts. There is confirmation though. Famalicão 2, Mad Army 0, which means we need game number 3. Very, very even. Look at the shots on target. I mean, the passes, that's what you would expect. Shots on target 0. A defensive masterclass for Famalicão. Right then. Let's get these guys into the lobby and let's do battle. Game number 3 of this cup final. There it is. It is in. I mean, I don't know who's going to be the home side, who's going to be the away side. Brecht is in first. Brecht is always in first. Fama are the home side then. There we go. It's official. Fama now, do they have the bit between their teeth? Having won that second game of 3. They are ahead on goal difference. It makes no difference, by the way, at all. But it's that psychological... this is why I said that kind of final 10 minutes of the first game where Mad Army took their foot off the gas 100% and just let Fama just get a little bit more confident. They almost kind of started to believe that they could break this Mad Army side down. Is that going to be their undoing? Stick around and find out. We're going to find out in the next 10-15 minutes. Game number 3 of 3. A game apiece. So technically, I guess, this is the final now. This is Goals. This is Goals. Go and check it out. It's available on Xbox. It's available on PlayStation and Steam. It's in alpha. And if it game number you want, it's game 3 of the final. Just waiting on 2. Mad Army. Come on, guys. You know the drill. You know the drill. 4-3 to Mad Army in game number 1. 2-0 to Fama in game number 2. And now we wait. Is there extra time and pens? It's golden goal. We have had, of the 10 hours I've played, so about 20, 25 games I've played, 1 game has gone all the way to a draw, and we've not had a draw. We've not had a draw on this game, on this stream yet. But yeah, golden goal. Next goal wins. Yeah, it's called Goals. It's in alpha stage at the moment. It's available for playtesting, so our advice is go and check it out. Couldn't recommend it more. Could not recommend it more. We're waiting on Festic and his 75 or 76 build. You'll see the gameplay in a second. Definitely not either of those 2 games. But yeah, I mean, we can't stress enough. The game's great. The game's been fantastic so far. You can do this 5v5, which is a bit like pro clubs. Or you can do your traditional 1v1s. And it's set up the very similar to the card game style. Where all of these guys are cards on the game. So there'll be cards in their 11. It's called Goals. Definitely go and check it out. Playgoals.com. All the information you need is there, available on Xbox, PlayStation, and Steam. Highly recommend it. It's in alpha stage at the moment, don't forget, guys and girls. Festic's changed his build. There we go then. There we go. Sorry. It's Festic, Shisui. Festic's the man you need to get at. I've just dropped him in it. Right then, game number 3 of the final. It's 1 apiece. So, forget everything you know. Forget everything you've learned. This is the final. You're 1 and done. Your final 1 and done for tonight. I mean, Josh, that's what I'm here for, to be fair. That is what I'm here for. I need a button on the stream deck, really, don't I, that just says it all for me. I should have done like a pre-recording before this game. Nougat for Fama. There's the housekeeping. Fama in the all-white from left to right. Good feet from Phoenix. Cuts inside. Oh, space opened up for him. He decided to go one more. Allowed Brian to get back at him and block that shot. Looked menacing. As do Fama in general look menacing at the moment. Tails up from that game number 2 of 3. Having beaten Mad Army and kept a clean sheet as well. I'll tell you what, you know, you wouldn't have got good odds on a Fama win, of course, but you would have got... Oh, what a finish that is! DeCanio-esque. Back post, took it down on the chest, volleyed into the top corner. 2, 3, 4 AI goalkeepers are not saving that. And of course, we get to see the replay. Oh, it's phenomenal stuff. You never see the same goal twice on this game, and that is one of the best things about this game. The goals are on fire. It just feels good. It's good to watch. It's better to play. So go and play it. 1-0 to Famalicão. A goal worthy of any cup final. I'm glad he waited. Zinni on the overlap, left wing. Breaks into the box. Plenty of Mad Army players back, but none of them have decided to pick up Nuga at the back post, and they've doubled the lead 12 minutes in. So, wow. Wow. The margin of errors, boys and girls. Look at this marking. It's just slightly off. Gets caught under the ball. It's not going to drag you onto that ball. It is not going to help you out. And once again, we are seeing the best of not only Fama, but the best of goals. That's why we're enjoying this so much at the moment. Fine margins. Nobody is digging anybody out. The AI is not going to drag you onto that ball. Likewise, the AI is not going to be able to save that shot from Phoenix as well. 2-0 to Famalicão. Mad Army have got it all to do. I mean, if you're going to concede 2 goals in a final, they might as well be early on, because then it gives you that time to build up some steam and get something done about it. And that's exactly what Mad Army need to do here. Warren into Polga on the turn. Tries to cut back, but Nuga is there. All 5 men behind the ball now. Polga wins it high up on the left foot. Cuts back onto the right. Beats Phoenix. Comes back for some more. Mad Army just reluctant just to chuck that one extra man forward. It is only the 22nd minute, and you do get picked off very, very quickly in this 5v5. So it might be smart just to be patient, but at the moment, Fama sat in and looking good. Looking good. Oh, Shisui Shiki, I tell you what, go and watch that first goal back. Hoo-hoo-hoo. It's goal of the tournament, and they've saved it for the literal last game of the tournament. But yeah, Fama 2-0 up. Phoenix and Nuga with the goals. These diagonals making Mad Army stay honest at the moment, to be honest. It's a good tactic from Fama. No strangers to winning prize money, but they've got one hand on that cash envelope at the moment, or a couple of fingers at the very least. Still a lot of this game left to play. And as we keep saying, this game is aptly named Goals, and there's a good reason for it, because there's plenty of them flying about. Polga been very, very unusually quiet. It's normally when he's at his most dangerous, so keep a lookout for him. Zinni did exactly that. Wins it for Fama. Down the line to Nuga. Floki steps in. If they can get a goal before half-time here, just keeps it interesting. Gonzalo steps across nicely. Cleared into touch. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Fama, good value for this lead at the moment, truth be told. Since that second goal, it has been all Mad Army. But in terms of clear-cut chances, good save. In terms of clear-cut chances, that's probably the best chance they've had, and it's very much a half chance. The shot from 22 yards or so. Probably not the best way to go about it either. Corner into the side netting. 5 minutes to go till half-time. Polga's still lingering around that side netting. Brecha again with the diagonal. Keeping this Mad Army side honest. And I tell you what, if Polga can stay on side here, he's chosen not to lob the goalkeeper, which, I mean, now looks like it was the right decision, but it shows the importance of where we are at this stage in the tournament, that we're not trying the fancy chips. We're trying to be economical, but in doing so, it allowed Fama, and truth be told, it allowed them to get back in and defend that nicely, which for the last game and a half, they've been defending very nicely indeed. No goals conceded now in 90 plus 45 minutes. 135 minutes. There is what I meant to say. I tell you what, they might. Oh, Phoenix. I'll let him off because he scored a worldie. But 3-0 up at halftime might have been enough there. That's gilt-edged by his giant standards. Are Fama going to be made to rue that missed opportunity on the stroke of halftime? And not only did he not hit the target, boys and girls, he also had a man waiting in the box. He knows it, I'm sure he does. I mean, maybe next time, just chuck it up to him on the edge of the box and he'll score. But one-on-ones, not his forte. A jest, of course. This man is very dangerous in front of goal. And also very dangerous with the through balls. Again, the diagonals for Fam are causing... They are causing problems for Mad Army. I was going to say they're keeping them honest, but actually starting to cause some problems here. And they have gone very direct since going 2-0 up. Here is Phoenix once again. And this man loves a shot from the edge of the box. Playing for the highlight reels as well as the prize money. Zinni manages to keep it in. Warren with the block. It's all Mad Armies to do now. Mad Army in the blue. Attacking this goal to our right. They need a minimum of 2 goals to get anything out of this cup final. Goals from Phoenix and Nuga. Putting some daylight between these two sides. How soon do we see the kitchen sink from Mad Army? Because in this 5v5 game mode, as soon as you start to chuck players forward, those gaps at the back become massive. I tell you what, Nuga breaks into the box. Brian Toffin is there. Warren into Festic. Polga being double marked here. It's a great tactic from Fama, and it's why they haven't conceded in a game and a half now. Although he's got a bit of space here, Nuga. It's just, to be fair, this last 30 minutes is probably going to look very similar to this. Mad Army patiently probing, because it only takes a few seconds to score on this game. And Mad Army and Fama both know that now. Brecher with the clearance. Phoenix keeps it on, but once again, Floki is that last man of the Mad Army defense. We might start to see him wander up. Did slightly commit there, and that's exactly what they need. Fortune favors the brave, and it's unlike this Mad Army side to be brave. You can see the 2 players just sat at the back there. They're overly cautious at the moment, but I suggest they know what they're doing. Brian Toffin missed that extra pass on the overlap. He just needed to wait. Polga swings it in. It was 3v3 for a second there as the ball came in. Floki sweeps up for Mad Army. Polga once again, he's dropping deeper. I'm not necessarily sure that's where he needs to be right now. He needs to be in the box. He's the man that Mad Army have relied on time after time. He's the goal-scoring machine. He's being kept very quiet here by the boys in white, by Fama, who now officially have one hand on this trophy. Floki just starting to play a little bit higher now. Brian Toffin with the knockdown gives it to Warren, gets the shot off, but Brecher is there as the last line of defense. Sends it behind for a corner. It's now 14 minutes before Warren SG, there he is on the knockdown from Brian Toffin. There's the lifeline that Mad Army desperately needed. They've been so patient, and it almost deserves a goal for the patience they've shown, because lesser teams would have chucked everything at it but now and probably been picked off by a Fama side who have been clinical in these last 2 games. But Fama still have a hill to climb in the form of a 1-goal deficit. Can they get something out of this game? Can they send it to extra time? It will be golden goal. And it might very well not be golden goal, because Nuga from 40 yards has put the daylight back between these sides. They've got their 2-goal cushion, and the AI goalkeeper's probably not going to want to watch that one back. Usually, from playing this game myself, usually they do throw it to whoever calls for the ball. So once again, I'm saying margins of error on this game. I'm not suggesting this is what's happened, but margins of error. You will be punished if you make mistakes on this game, as we've seen all weekend. The marking spot on, the calling for the ball spot on, the non-finishing clearly spot on. Wilson makes the save, and off Fama go. It's now officially kitchen sink time for this Mad Army side. They've got to chuck everything at it now. That includes Floki going up, surely. We're 1-2 between him and Festic. off they go, do Mad Army. And if they're going to get anything out of this game, they need to score before the countdown starts, and that's not the way to go about it. Phoenix very may well just look to put this game to bed, or he may very well take it into the corner. It's a frustrated tackle. They do only pick up the booking, and Nuga, game, set, and match. And that is going to officially be game, set, and match if it wasn't already, because we did enter that final kind of 10 seconds. And that is that, boys and girls. From one game down in the best of three final, Famalicão have turned it completely and utterly around. And it's such a professional performance from this Fama side. They do pick up the trophy. They do pick up the cash prize. And that is all she wrote for us, boys and girls. It has been a phenomenal advertisement for this game. And I cannot stress enough, go and download it. Xbox, PlayStation, and Steam. Go on to playgoals.com. It'll tell you everything you need to know. Better than anything I can say. But Goals, from me personally, having now just watched, I mean, what's that, 12 games, having played it myself for a good 10 hours or so, keep please working on this game, doing all the good things you're doing, listen to the feedback, because, boys and girls, this is an alpha stage game, and we just ran a full 2-day tournament with some of the best teams, best clubs players in the world, and clearly everyone's having a good time. 700 players online at the moment. Of course, it went to 699 when I said that. 700 players, minus one guy, online at the moment. Now is such a good time to jump into the game. Go and download it. Again, I will do kind of a quick little look. You know what this looks like, boys and girls. You know what it looks like. This is what we're dealing with. This is kind of the main part of the game. And again, you've got your packs. Get in there, open packs, because this is how you get the players. Like I said, you know the drill, boys and girls. You know the drill. Can't thank these guys enough for having us, both VPG and Goals. Make sure you are following on all socials. So if you're on Twitch, make sure you drop them a follow on there so you know when we go live next week. It will be Friday and Saturday, the exact same format, 8 PM UK time. Make sure you do not miss that. We're going to have all the heavy hitters from the Goals community, from the VPG community, back doing battle. And I tell you what, it's only going to be bigger and better because all of these players, all of these teams have now got some experience under their belt. They're going to be packing, they're going to be opening teams, of course, opening players, opening packs to get those players, and it's only going to get better, and such is this game as well. Goals, thank you so much for having us. One half of Pro Clubs Weekly, and my name's 8ball. Make sure you follow us on social media as well. Make sure you follow these guys, VPG, on socials as well. And of course, the main point of this whole stream is Goals. Make sure you follow everything they're doing. They're one to watch. They're one to watch. This is only alpha as well. I'm probably going to go and play some more games as well. I'm going to open some more packs too. Suggest you guys do the same. Thank you very much for having us. If you tuned in on Twitch, if you tuned in on YouTube, appreciate it massively. And see you again next week, Friday, 8 PM for the group stages. Cheerio.